let's do a little work on the economy. Joining us, we got the geniuses here. Michael Faulkender, former Assistant Treasury Secretary for Economic Policy. He's now the Chief Economist at America First Policy Institute, and he also moonlights as a professor at the University of Maryland. And the great Steve Moore from FreedomWorks and Committee to Unleash Prosperity, and host of the More Money radio show on WABC Radio. We all came from the Committee to Unleash Prosperity events today. But, I mean, I read in the riff, I don't know if you heard the riff or saw the riff, you've got Investors Business Daily polling, they're probably the best pollsters in the country and the most objective. They're showing bipartisan recession, okay? NABE met yesterday, business economists, 50% of them looking for recession. The Fox poll shows how concerned everybody is. What was it, 78%, 8% worried about a recession. The New York Fed interest rate model, which is the yield curve model, shows over 50% probability of recession. So I begin with you, Mike Faulkender. We need growth models here, and we need to talk about growth models, okay? I'm not opposed to impeachment discussions if the evidence is there. But like Laffer said on set last night, we need a growth model. Do we have one?
Under this administration, no. I mean, the problem that we've got, Larry, is that you've got two different economies going on. You've got the private sector economy, which looks like it's headed into a recession if it's not already been there for a little while. But then you've got the government side that's borrowing a lot of money and spending like there's no tomorrow. And so if you look at the jobs reports over the last number of months, the growth has almost entirely been in sectors that are related to the economy. And I think that's why there's this divide amongst economists and amongst practitioners looking at an economy, because you've got, is the government side going to overcome it? But of course, the problem we've got is the one you mentioned. Government-driven economy is not sustainable growth. You need private sector innovation, productivity improvements that are going to lead to real wages without inflation, and that's not going to come from massive government spending and regulation.
By the way, the JOLTS report really tanked today, so it's very interesting. Okay. You know, Steve, I was talking about, look, we need less spending, less regulating, less taxing. That's easy. We need more fracking. That's easy. Kevin Warsh, who was on our panel, said a great stat, which I used in my riff and attributed to him. Since early 2020, they've had $9 trillion increase in federal spending, 60% of which was monetized by the Fed.
Right.
So that's your basic
there's where
fiscal
inflation came
and
from,
monetary inflation. That's where it is. Now, some of that's shrunk, but not all of it.
So a couple observations. Number one, you know, when you cite these accounts saying, well, we might face a recession next year, we also saw some polling today. Most Americans think we're already in a recession.
Yes.
You know, the middle class, one of the things that came shining through from this economic conference is the middle class are the people who got screwed by this Biden inflation. They're the ones who are feeling the 15 to 20% increase in prices. And just because inflation has come down doesn't mean that the higher prices, they are permanent. And so they're getting really screwed by this. Number two, the first chart we showed at this conference was, I'm tired of people saying we can't grow out of these problems. We can grow out of these economies. If we get back to the I think you've said it's 3.2 is the post-World War II
1947 to 2000.
So if we get
3.5% per annum.
Now, even if we get 3, let's be modest here.
Grew at 5% during the Kennedy tax cuts.
We could do
Grew
that.
at 5% during the Reagan tax cuts. I'm just saying.
I know, but give me 3. Okay, just give me 3. You're going to see that curve on the debt fall, and you're going to see, obviously, prosperity. So we don't have to be root canal Republicans, as Jack Kemp used to say. Don't cut Social Security, blah, blah. Get the economy growing through, you said it best, lower spending, lower taxes, lower regulation, and more trade. That's something Fred Smith talked about.
More fracking.
Yes.
More fracking.
More energy.
Liquid gold.
More trade. Yes, liquid gold.
Unleash the liquid gold.
No. You know what? That's a fabulous way to put it. Unleash liquid gold. It permeates. You're the one that said it a year ago on this show. It permeates every aspect of the economy. It's like the most inflationary thing, but you can't grow the economy without power. That's what this is about. 80% of the power is fossils.
Larry, did you see that in just the last 3 or 4 days, the Biden administration over at this crappy COP top 28.
Yeah, you should
They
have
say
gone.
first they said we're not going to build another coal plant ever again, and they're going to shut down every coal plant in America. That's 30% of our electricity. And then Vice President Kamala Harris says we're going after methane right now. Methane is natural gas. Larry, you've just reduced half of our energy supply in America. These people are serious as a heart
And
attack.
Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful, was on this show. He's a very smart man. He's a very savvy investor. He was at that conference. And he said the trouble with all these climate crazes is there's such a thing as clean coal. Yeah. And clean oil, and clean, of course, natural gas, very clean. I mean, they're already doing scrubbers and sequestering into the ground to help the coal story. And of course, John Kerry, the hypocrite that he is, never talks about the biggest coal player in the world is
China.
India, incidentally, a very close second.
And they forget to mention, of course, that we have actually reduced our carbon emissions because of the shift from coal to natural gas. Well, all the while, China is emitting something like 2.5 times the amount of carbon emissions that we are doing, and they have no plan to abide by the Paris Climate Accords until 2030, maybe. So the idea that we're going to spend trillions of dollars paying American companies to cut back on their activity, ship a bunch of jobs and wealth abroad, also that China can continue to unleash all of the carbon emissions that it wants, is actually just going to put us at a comparative disadvantage while destroying our national security.
It's
utterly insane.
China didn't even show up at this conference.
They're way too smart. They're way too smart. Right. You're kidding. Mike Faulkender, Steve Moore. Terrific stuff, fellas. Thanks very much.